Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be continuing What If Naruto Was a Ghoul, and anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video.
You are watching Shinobi LX. Enjoy.
So, as Naruto says this, the Raikage gets mad and he's like, such insolence coming from your child. You haven't even reached your 20s yet, and you're sitting at the table with legends, and you really think that you have the right to say that you're the strongest one here? You haven't even seen our team's full capabilities. And Naruto laughs out loud in front of everyone and tells them, there's no need for me to. Y'all feared my clan and the Uzumaki clan as a whole anyway, and I have both. So there's no point in me having to fear you if all y'all did was fear the people that made me. Think about that for a second. Y'all feared my clan, the clan that I just brought back from the dead, and the Uzumaki clan. So much to the point where you guys teamed up to kill us. Right? Am I wrong? Is anybody in this room going to tell me I'm wrong? And Na- Naruto's mom, Kushina, tells Naruto to sit down and behave yourself, because we need to have this conversation, because whatever they summoned us here for clearly is important. And Naruto, like, he scoffs and he sits down, and everybody, like, thinking about what Naruto said, they realizing how kind of true, like, it's very true what they've done. And they try to hide how scared they are of Naruto's, like, clan, and the parts of him that make him up. They're so scared of that, but they try to hide it. So, like, they're realizing that, and now they're kind of mad. So as, like, the whole conversation's going on, the Raikage stay throwing shots at Kushina, telling Kushina that maybe she should let Naruto do the talking, or maybe someone stronger should be sitting where she's sitting, because she's sitting where Naruto's supposed to be sitting. But since Naruto himself doesn't run his own group, like, doesn't run his own village, he just protects it. She technically is the leader of the village. Well, she is the leader of the village. But, like, the Raikage is not trying to hear that. He really wants to hear what Naruto has to say. So Tsunade tells Jiraiya that maybe they should, maybe it was a bad idea for the Kage to invite Naruto and his group. And they were like, why? And the Tsunade was like, well, maybe it's because Naruto is a little hot-headed most of the time. And Itachi tells Naruto that maybe he should, exit the room for a bit. And Naruto gets up out of his chair. Itachi sits down to proceed with negotiations, because Itachi, although be it weaker than Naruto at this present moment in time, is most definitely more scary than Naruto, because they know what Itachi has done. They know what Naruto has done, but you can't, there's only so much fear a little child can put inside of you. Pause. You know, until it just kind of looks stupid. So, Naruto, right before he opens the door, the Raikage tells Kushina, because Kushina was talking about how they need more land, so maybe if all the villages could just, like, back off a piece of, like, a corner of their land. But she was talking to the Sand Village, because they're closer to the Sand Village and the Stone Village. And the Stone Village, as far as we know, have not necessarily, been mad with Naruto or been beefing with Naruto. So they agreed, and right before the Sand Village could say anything, the Raikage jumps in and was like, why don't you just come, like, why don't you just stop this now? Because let's be honest, we all know that your village isn't going to prevail. After all, Your village is just filled with a bunch of weak, pathetic savages. And Naruto shuts the door and turns around and looks at the Raikage and tells him to step outside. And Jiraiya tells the Raikage that this is not something that you want to do. Like, this has already happened before, bro. Like, didn't he already almost beat you damn near to death? And B was like, yeah, I don't think this is something that you want to do, because clearly there's something wrong with him. He's always had this form of aggression, so maybe you should just leave it at that and stop picking at his, like, basically B's telling this man to leave this nigga alone, like, hop off his dick. Like, yeah. So A, hearing this from B himself, kind of like he dies down on it. But Naruto still wants him to step outside so he can finish what he started when he went there the first time. So, yeah. Naruto, like, after Naruto says that and everybody's starting to settle back down, Naruto steps out and he starts to see, like, weird movement. Like, he's starting to see, like, some weird movement. Like, people are in the shadows watching the summit. So Naruto walks back in the room. Well, Naruto runs back into the room once he sees, like, there's a decent amount of people coming. And he opens the door and he runs up to Danzo and he grabs Danzo. I don't think Danzo's dead. Did I kill Danzo? Shit, it's been forever. I don't think I killed Danzo. Did I kill Danzo? Shit, I don't know. Never mind. Well, I'm gonna just say he runs back into the room and he tells everyone that there's people here, like they're enemies here. And as he says that, Obito Kamui into the room and seeing the powerhouses that were there, he kind of like instantly like started like regretting it. And the second person that walks into the room, that runs into the room, is Sasuke. And Sasuke like looks up at Obito and was like, "Get back here, we're not done yet." And Itachi looking over at Sasuke, see that Sasuke has his Mangekyo. And since Itachi told him everything, he's been hunting down Obito, aka Madara. So Sasuke, like, Itachi sees Sasuke and was like, "Wait, what? Why are you chasing Madara? Like, why are you chasing him?" And Sasuke looks back and tells him that this is the person that's been starting all of this from the beginning. If I can kill him, then I'll be stronger than everyone because no one else seems to be able to kill him. And Kushina, knowing that that's the man that killed her husband and basically killed her, she gets she gets pissed and she like uses like whatever speed or whatever power that she has to try to kill him, which ends up damaging the room drastically. But by the time that everyone else has realized what Kushina was trying to do, Obito's already, Kamui away after realizing that if everyone else decides to get up and try to attack him at once, they're not really going to be able to, he's not really going to be able to do anything, because although, yeah, he has his Kamui ability, but they also have Nagato, which someone that have almighty push and pull. So this man is clearly, he can't do anything right now. So what he does is he just declares war on all the other villages and he leaves. So Naruto looks back at the other people in the room and was like, "So now that you see that my mom is somewhat able to overwhelm the guy that's been evading everyone since he first popped up, maybe you guys would see some advantage in putting a little bit more money into our village to help your villages. So they all agree, and they like, even the Raikage, like, he's pissed, but he agrees to send some money their way or send some materials their way to upgrade and boost their village, which helps their village out drastically. So everyone like leaves, like they're leaving the summit, and Sasuke tells Naruto, well, he asks Naruto, though he pulls Naruto off to the side, and he asks, like, he starts telling him, like, bro, I know we had like a rough time, like a rough start off, and I thought you were evil, but clearly there's something there that can make me stronger. I just need to know what it is, so next time I will be able to kill him. And Naruto grabs him by his shoulder and was like, the only way that you can get stronger is if you train a lot. Or you can do the fast track way and become one of us. But that's not how this is going to work. So, for the next couple of months, you're going to be getting trained. Now, we're going to do a time skip, but here's why. So, after Obito Kamui's away, he realizes that he got injured pretty badly. Like, his whole leg was broke. So Azetsu healed him up, like wrapped him up, and stuff like that. Basically keeping him good. So for the next couple of months, Obito spent building the Zetsus, like building them up, making them more stronger, more durable, like shit like that. And after those 2 months, Sasuke has improved drastically. Not only is it because he's been training with Naruto, but he's also been training with Itachi and Gaara and Nagato, like Hinata. So like his taijutsu, like everything that Sasuke can do now, Sasuke is fucking goated. Like, yeah. So Naruto walks up to Sasuke one day, and well, like the day indicating like his last month, like his last day of training, Itachi, and Nagato and Kushino walk up to him, and Sasuke, like Sasuke's been humbled several different times over the course of his training, like a lot by Naruto. So Sasuke knows by this point, yeah, no matter what the fuck he does, Naruto is going to do him the worst way possible. So when Naruto walks up, he tells Sasuke, "Congratulations on finishing your last day of training." Now everyone's around like 18 stuff. They're reaching their higher level, like they're reaching their higher age levels. So Sasuke asks, what does this mean? And like, okay, yeah, I finished. I am stronger, but what does it mean? And Naruto was like, you've proved that you won't just bail out on any mission. You fought against my people, with my people, and you haven't abandoned them when things got worse, or you didn't, just look out for number one. So with that being said, Itachi kind of cuts his hand, and Naruto was like, "Do you want this power?" And before Itachi gives it to him, Itachi tells him like, "There's no guarantee that he's gonna get a Kagune, but if you're willing to take that chance and willing to accept the responsibility of being one of Naruto's people, you also have to accept the rules." And Naruto basically starts listing them off, and he also starts telling him like things that you can and cannot do, because Naruto's clan have a tendency to do things that are very much frowned upon. So Sasuke agrees, and Itachi cuts Sasuke, and he puts his hand like on Sasuke. Like Sasuke cuts his hand. Well, Itachi cuts Sasuke's hand, and he grabs Sasuke's hand, basically making like a blood pact. And Sasuke, not really knowing, well, not necessarily. So Sasuke doesn't get a Kagune, but like his strength and speed already, since it was already good, it's better. But Sasuke also, like his taijutsu, Sasuke prefers to fight up close and not like spam fireballs and shit. Like I don't I don't know. Like I got that shit from a game that I played with Sasuke and made him a ranged character. Anyway, Shinobi Striker, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, they made Sasuke a ranged character. I don't fuck with that. Um. Anyway, Sasuke prefers more like up close. He uses his sword, but he doesn't have to use it. And he's developed a couple of techniques, stuff like that. So now he's able to like train even harder. But right after Sasuke gets turned, a couple of days after Sasuke is fully ghoul, he begins to see, like, not see, but he's beginning to learn what Naruto had to go through, like, cause when he fully got turned into a ghoul, he has this he has this strong urge of killing someone or killing one of his own friends, and eating them, consuming their power, and all this weird pent up aggression that was never there before but is there now when it's telling him to kill. And as he's seeing this, like, because he just woke up, like, after that pact, he kind of like passed out. Well, yeah, he passed out, but like he woke up and Itachi's sitting on the side of him, like, as he woke up because all these like feelings just overwhelmed him. So when he woke up, Itachi's sitting on the side of him and was like, so now you see what Naruto had to go through? This is his everyday for him. This is our everyday now. And we have to now deal with that. And this is where I'm going to end this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If y'all enjoy my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi, and peace.